What's up, Break Free Academy? I'm back. You know what? They told me I couldn't come on Facebook. Here I am, all over the place. But really, I'm on YouTube hanging out at the house. Just got back from the construction site this morning of our latest flip home. So I have decided to go all in the flip business. I'm enjoying it. Negotiated. They don't call me the closer for nothing. Me and fellow Break Free Academy member Joshua Davis negotiated $15,000 off a list price on a home in prime real estate here in Dallas. Feel like we accomplished that pretty good. That's hard to do in DFW right now. So I feel like I still got it. You know what I'm saying? So this is the fourth and final installment of our of the Break Free Academy that went down in January. There was 4 classes promised afterwards. This is the fourth and final one. This has nothing to do with those of you that are in Entourage. You'll still get the night school trainings and all that stuff. If you're not in Entourage, get in Entourage. It is the best program. Like, there's so much more. You got access to Break Free Academy Digital. Maybe you've been to Break Free Academy Live. Hop over to Entourage, join it. Like, just the stuff that you get alone. Like the fact that every month we send you, different Break Free Academy monthly stuff. Like, get involved in this. This newsletter I write, it's like 7,000 words that comes just for our members, and it's like a whole state of affairs on how to handle stuff, and it has some personal stories and things like that too, which people say they really enjoy. So we're only 2 months in. We're constantly putting material back there, and so if you're just not a part of that, that's something that you definitely need to get involved with. We want you over there, right? That's the whole point. That's why we've made it affordable. It's $2,500 if you pay it once a year. It's $297 a month if you pay it monthly. It's so much more than just these, just Break Free Academy Digital. So don't miss out on that. All right, next thing is today, since this is the fourth and final installment, if you're not in the tribe, then the Tech Thursday will transfer back to the tribe. For those of you in the tribe, we will transfer back to Colonies Tech Thursday, and then we'll go back to doing our thing over there next week. Same time, same thing, Tech Thursday instead. So I saved, like, not necessarily the best for last, but I saved something that I think is on the cutting edge of what we're doing here. At the latest Break Free Academy, I talked about, and by the way, Dana was there, but I talked about how at the latest Break Free Academy that things are making the shift to mobile. I showed everybody on my phone where 82% of my traffic came from mobile websites. And because of that, I had Dana, and many of you heard this story already, but for years telling me that I needed to use her app. And I never really thought much of it, because you know how it is. Like, I already got an app and I'm emotionally attached to it and everything else. But she stayed on me over and over and over again. And now the app is the second biggest list that I have. The only bigger list that I have in my network of email addresses, names, and phone number is blog subscribers. Next to that, her app has attracted the second biggest amount of leads that I have. You think about that. The second biggest source of leads that I have has been Dana's app. And I'll show you some stuff right here. First of all, everybody say hello to fellow Break Free Academy member Dana. What's up, Dana?
Hey, what's up? I actually moved to upstairs because my internet is, I don't know what's going on.
Is that really your kitchen? Like, you live over in Wonderland or what, Alice?
Yes, I'm in my children's playroom. Here we are.
I know you were short, but I didn't know you were that short, man. It didn't seem like you were that short. Were you wearing heels in Denver? Is that your kitchen?
Actually, I don't. Was I wearing heels? I was wearing heels.
I feel like there's jokes for days right here, just like stored up in front of us like a gold mine of material.
I was wearing heels to match your flannel. I was trying to fit into Denver, right?
I was trying to be nice and rugged for Denver. I thought it was going to be cold. Turns out it's like 80 degrees every day. It was awesome.
Right. It was beautiful.
All right, so Dana, I appreciate you spending some time with us today, and I know that you've been able to help a lot of people in this group. A lot of people maybe even watching have your application. So what we're going to do is, like we discussed before, I'm going to show everybody my app and talk to them about how I made it, how I use it. Then I'm going to get them to show the way that you use apps for loan officers and real estate agents, and then we'll talk about the lead digits. So if you don't have an app, it's cool. You're about to see some cool stuff about it. If you have one, you're about to learn some cool stuff that you can add to the one that you have. And then I'm going to show you how to make what we call a phone funnel. So anything you want to add while I'm switching over to the screen here?
Yeah, no, I think you'll cover it. Okay, oh, there you are. So, no, I mean, I will answer questions afterwards, and as of course I always do, and I can talk about certain specific, like you said, mortgage or real estate, and how I use it compared to how you teach to use it, because they're both really effective. And of course, this app can be used for any industry, right? We've got Ryan who does Hardcore Closer, and he also has an app for Break Free. And then you've got agents and insurance agents and mortgage and inspection companies and credit repair. And I mean, again, anyone who uses a business card or anyone who bases their work on referrals and missed opportunities can use the app.
All right, so check this out. You can see that I have 7,444 people on this list. I told you it was a pretty big list. So that's like 7,444 leads. I've had 79,481 taps, which is basically clicks. Like think about like this is clicks on your website, because that's basically what it is. 298 referrals. That means that 298 people have brought another 298 people, and that's pretty powerful, right? We've had 298 people refer somebody to me. Let me show you how I've designed my app and how easy this thing is to build it. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna come down here to this My App section, and there's a part that says Build and Edit. And what I did was I added my logo here, which you can clearly see is placed right here. So I had my logo just sized perfectly for this app. I had that done on Fiverr, so it wasn't even expensive. I took my profile picture, which could be a picture of a house. It could be a picture of a family getting a loan. It could be a picture of you if that's what you want to do. In my case, I'm branded as the Hardcore Closer. This is my profile picture everywhere, so that's what I use here. And then it asks me down here, you can make it square or circular. I like to use the square because that's the same thing that Facebook and everything else works by. And then it asks you for a little app icon. This is what shows up on the, like when people save your app, this is what shows up on their, like the face of their phone, the screensaver part. And so when someone saves your app, which is going to be the first thing this app's going to ask them to do, then this is what it looks like when it saves. So you get to pick, you get to customize all this cool stuff that looks cool from basically from the get-go, right? It's like you get to customize it with your logos and then how you want the app to show up on the screen of somebody's phone and everything else. Then you can even pick colors, black, white, and there's all this stuff. So you can see I went with red because obviously that matches my branding. But if you look right here, it says add your info, and you can add as much or as little information as you want right here. And you can even customize, if I don't want to call this the Hardcore Closer app, if I want to customize the app name into, you know, sales training, for example, for me, then I can do that as well. So you can change it if it's like, if the app's all about you, but you want to change it to Dallas Home Search as the name of it when people download it on their phone so they know exactly what it is, then you can do that as well. And right here, you can see that it put my name, Hardcore Closer, and then the job title, Sales Badass, right in there, and phone number, all this stuff. And then it asked me what I want to have my sub headline right here. And so I just put who I am, okay? And then it asks you for a quick bio down here as well, because once you see me build this thing here in a minute, you'll see where all this stuff goes. But you can see how easy the outline is, and then you set up your social media with the thing too. Save it all, and then you can go over here to these things right here where it says contact, share this app, get my book free. These are called buttons, and so the next drop down is buttons. And so you can add as many as you want. You can see that you can add them right here. And it's simple. You just give the button a label. And then I can come over here to Hardcore Closer. I can type in. It's going to give me this search with all this stuff right here. Do this. I can come into an in-app web link that keeps them confined inside my app there. And boom, now all of a sudden I have a new book, a new button right here, sales training, that when they click it, it takes them right here to the search where all the new sales trainings that I've uploaded are. You see how easy I made that button? And so suppose I don't like it, then it's as easy as deleting the damn thing too. Okay, so I did this for each one of mine. If you look, it says free webinar. People inside my thing can come right here and see that our next webinar is today at 7 p.m., right? This just takes them to hcwebinar.com. Real simple, but it's right there. It's the call to action. Again, get my book for free. It takes them to the elevator to the top funnel that we've sold thousands and thousands of books from. Right here, a podcast. It takes them to Hardcore Closer, where all my podcasts. It's actually closerpodcast.com, and it's been forwarded here. to where all the podcasts that we've done for a year now, we've been doing the THC podcasts. Sales articles where I've created the blog. It just is a link directly to the blog. And what I'm showing you here is just like all the different things. You don't even have to have your website. You could send them to my website. You could send them to a website with the Snipply link. Many of you, I've trained you on the Snipply. If not, it's back in the Break Free Academy Digital, which is bfadigital.com/login. You can go over there. And just type in Snipply. It's one of the night school. If you're an entourage, it's one of the night school trainings. And you can use that to, like, say you do entrepreneur articles, but you Snipply the Inc. website or the Success website or whatever. If you want to, you got Zillow, right? So you Snipply Zillow's website so that your offer, work with the best real estate ever, is on the Zillow link. But you know, the next thing is over here under programs. So I put my programs. I had Dana specially name this box for me. She can customize stuff if you need her to. Within the template, she can change the names of things. But look, we offer them our free book, which we've already looked at that funnel. We offer them ability to go to Social Media Mastery, which is our latest live event that we're doing here on March 16th. Okay. We've got BFA Entourage. They can buy into the Break Free Academy Entourage. There's our funnel for it. They can apply for BFA Live. And so they have all these opportunities right here inside this app. They got the Sales Talk with Sales Pro groups. I give them to apply for the tribe is right here so that they get all the information. That's the wrong one. So I'll have to fix that. Watch this. And boom. This is how easy it is to fix shit when you change your funnels and stuff like that. Man, I'm sloppy handed today. And so it's as simple as just coming here and making the switch. We changed the link to what it was. See, now it made the switch right over to our tribe application, which is a lot better website, obviously. Clixo, Sales Talk with Sales Pros Facebook group. You could send people to your Facebook group. I'm kicked off, so fuck Facebook. And lastly, there is like a page with some like online experience cliff notes about a webinar that we did not too long ago. So all that's offered right here inside this app. And you can see how easy it is to design this thing. I just showed you in about, I don't know, 5, maybe 10 minutes max, how to build this whole thing out, design it, and how to create the buttons and stuff like that. The rest of this stuff is like just extras that I just wanted to show you guys the quick outlines, like registration, signing up, and what it looks like when people sign up for it. I require name, phone number, and email address because that's what goes on my list. Text is when people share your app, which was the center button on the bottom. This is what it says: download this badass sales app and crush all your sales goals. And down here, it is the email signature that goes out when people get invited as well. But you can see right here, 7,400 people, which if you look at it, 7,400 people and 79,000 taps. I mean, people are active in this. Look, we've got Greg. He's tapped this 97 times. Jeff's tapped this 506 times. Do you think Jeff's maybe needs to be in one of our fucking programs? I don't know Jeff's last name, maybe Tamas. I mean, if I'm on the sales team and I'm seeing this, I'm like, dude, Jeff's our guy. He really likes this shit. You know, and we can see that there's people, look, Bethany, she's probably our girl. You know what I mean? There's Ryan Stuman guy here. He's really cool. Jay, Dana, I hear that Dana's pretty active inside the, like, Dana, can you believe that? You're my top 5. You're number 5. And I'm number 4. So really you're like 4 because I don't count. So, and we got Joe and Chris. So we've got these people who are digging around. We've got their email address, how long they've been signed up. This dude's been in there right about the cutoff time. I know Chris has been a client already before, but he's right about the cutoff time for that 6 to 8 months that somebody's been watching us before they decide to buy. So this is tons and tons and tons of data. And then all you have to do right here is you can download this. And boom, that list goes right to Aweber, Infusionsoft, whatever CRM that you use, whatever the case. Now you've got a list. Because what I do is I come over here to Aweber, because that's what we use. I pick my list, which is tappers. I go to subscribers. It's going to pull the duplicates out. I'm going to pull this file up that I just saved, right? The tappers file right there. I'm going to open that. It's going to import it into Aweber. and it's going to give us name, email. Where are we going to get to this? Mobile phone number.
Can you hear me talk, Ryan, or no?
Yes.
Oh, so I was going to tell you too, like I told everybody in the tribe, which I can tell people here too, is that coming shortly, as in like real soon, we're going to be integrating with Zapier. And they integrate with every single CRM.
Yeah,
so that's going to be the coolest. Yeah, so you won't even have to do this. It's going to directly, within the next month, 2, maybe sooner, we're going to be integrating with them, which means we'll be integrating with almost every CRM there is out there. And every thing that they can integrate with, we will as well.
Awesome. Boom. So now Aweber is importing those 7,400 people that are in my tappers. What it's doing is, see, it has 4,000, so it's going to process 3,000 more. Let's see. So now we've got those processing. And so we've used this, where's it at, as the lead gen source to get started. And then we put them in long-term follow-up on here. Because that's the only thing that's missing from the app, is you can't follow up with anybody. Just like push notifications, most people turn them off. However, if you collect that email and that phone number, you could send them shit through Agent Legend. You could send them shit through, because we know they're mobile, so you can text them. You know this is their mobile phone number. So we can send them shit through Agent Legend. We can send them a follow-up through Slide Broadcast, Slide Dial, whatever the fuck that you want to do. So that's how I've set my app up. Like I said, if you don't have it already, then go over and text closer to 44222, and you can see the whole process right there. It's free. There's like, I just showed you, there's lots of shit for sale inside of it, but if you're watching this, you've already bought it all. So you get to like see how I've got it set up. Now, with that being said, Dana, show us how you set up the stuff that you do for loan officers and realtors.
Right. So that'd be really cool if my internet wasn't completely, Comcast is going to hear it from me. And like, as soon as we get this call, they're going to get a fucking earful, because I can't pull up anything right now. My internet, and I pay what, $200 for this shit, and it's not working. So I would pull it up, but you probably
nothing like the internet to first you.
Well,
why don't you text me your information, and I can pull up one of your accounts.
Pull up mine. So I'll just do you want me to pull up my mortgage? So with us, we have different verticals that we've created to make it easier for mortgage professionals and real estate professionals and insurance professionals and auto sales, and then Cardtapp for any industry. So we'll just pull up, I'll give you my mortgage.
Hey, yeah, shoot it to me in text.
Here, one. And then, can you just see that, or everybody can see that?
Hang on. No, just nobody can see it.
Okay. So I'm giving you like my password. Okay, so there's my email.
Oh, no, nobody can see it but me. If you just text me, it's all good.
Okay. Oh, text you? I'm putting it in the group chat on your screen.
No, just text me.
Oh, my phone's downstairs.
That's all right. I got you. Only you and I can see this, I think.
Everybody can see that? The chat? Oh, well, whatever. There's my password. There's my email. There's my login. Now you guys all know my password for. And believe it or not, if you can guess what song it is, I'll give you $100, Ryan. Can you guess what initials that is for a song? What first letters?
Hold on one second. One thing at a time here, Dan. Yeah. There we go. $1,920. See, you got a good grip of folks in your shit too. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Even better.
I have 7 apps. So boom, that's one of them.
Now we're looking at your shit.
I think we still see, well, I don't know, we say, okay, there you go.
And so your stuff right here, obviously you work for the app provider.
So go
ahead.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say the reason that I don't have emails provided is because with me, I usually send it straight from my phone. We haven't talked about Tap Tracker yet, right? So if you send the app straight from your app to somebody, you ask for or have their name and number, you hit submit, and you don't have to have an email. Ryan, you don't like people having your cell phone, but when we're talking about individuals like mortgage professionals, real estate professionals, insurance professionals, anybody, they don't mind having the people have their cell phones. So when you text your app to somebody from your phone, it comes from your personal cell phone. So you capture that information immediately. So you see my list, because I can get that at a later time, but I put in their name and I put in their number because most people don't respond to emails anyway, they respond to text. So, but there's no email put in unless people put it in themselves.
I like the way yours looks. And see, I had the square one, you got the round one over here. All of your stuff set up right here, all your numbers in MLS, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is as if you're the actual mortgage officer, right? And I like the bottom here because you've got calculator, rates, news, and all this good stuff. So you got more options if you're a loan officer. And I think more over here, like for example, under the more things, there needs to be home search.
And calculators, the
you cutting out really bad. You cut out. And so right here, I think that you can add buttons, obviously. And so what I would do, let me just give you an idea real quick. Go over to Zillow. Just because I don't have a website, don't judge. Zillow's just the easiest one to use, right? So I'll show you something right here. So you've got homes in the 75093.
I can't even see it.
They can though. Just they can see it though.
Yeah, that's
and
they see it. I can't see anything.
Dana is experiencing technical difficulties, y'all. We shall just forgive her for that. All right, so
yeah,
we can't show CTAs on this. Let me try this real quick. Okay, so we go right here. So we try the same thing. What I'm trying to do is snipply this just for an example for those of you that are loan officers so that you can put your call to action on there. Okay, so this one right here, we get the snip. It'll actually take it. We got copy. And so back over here as a loan officer, even as a real estate agent loan officer, we can go West Plano Homes. There's that Sniply link that makes it an external web link. And then bam, I would have this as like one of the first things to do is like search West Plano Homes, search, and you can even have that linked to your Facebook funnel. You know, to where they hop on and it goes through the funnel. It's like enter your information, name, email address, and phone number to catch this, to get a list of hot homes. You could even have, once they're opted in here, you could go to, let's just do this real quick. So that we have a dummy website. Zillow's not archived. Okay,
my computer just now got to where you are.
That's okay. We roll them without you. It's all good. So right here, we could be like Dallas foreclosures. And if this was your website where you went on the MLS, or your realtor that you're working with's website where you got them on the MLS, then boom, all of a sudden we've got, when they search, they go under more, they've got look at this, they've got calculator, interest rates, news, and then they've got the ability to find foreclosures right there. They've got the ability to, so instead of all this stuff, maximizing referrals, all that's awesome, right? But think about what they really want out of an app is to look for homes and then be able to calculate, like tell them like, dude, you get in my app, you can find homes and then calculate what it's going to cost you right there for the home, calculate your down payment, all without ever leaving my app, because they can search Dallas foreclosures, Plano foreclosures, Garland foreclosures, or DFW foreclosures, or the state of Texas foreclosures, and West Plano homes for sale. And you could have your call to action show up on each one of those links, just like right here when we go to Dallas foreclosures. Nope, this one's Zillow, wrong one. when we go to West Plano Homes, see how my Snipply thing shows up here across the bottom. That could be yours. It's like, get pre-qualified for your home today. And that could be your advertisement that you made on Snipply, all from the inside of an app. Dude, it's some pretty powerful shit that you can really use this thing for. So, and it's the same setup. It's just you use this instead of you're selling programs, you're selling houses, which is what I keep saying over and over. If you're an insurance person, you might have a list, you might get in cahoots with a dealership and a car dealership, and it's like search for brand new cars, search for used cars, and you've got to hook up over at, Discount Autos or Tricolor or, Vandergrift Honda or whatever the fuck, but nobody wants insurance either. But what they want, insurance is something that we have to have. But what they want is they want to insure a home. So, right. So give them a home search. What they do is they want to insure a car. So give them a way to search for cars. What they do want, same thing for you guys that sell autos, that are the car salespeople that are watching this. What you need to do is you need to have each one of these needs to be the model of car. Search Mustang, search F-150s, search Lincoln, search, like, each one of those things needs to be the cars that you, but that needs to be like how it works down for all of y'all, especially, like I said, if you sell insurance, if you sell mortgages, that's like, mortgages, they need to know rates. Insurance, they need to know rates. But the truth is they're looking for something to insure. They're looking for something to buy that they need a mortgage against. That's what you need to have here under the more stuff. So I'll delete these for you on the way out. So since I just added shit.
Oh, you're fine. I rarely use.
Yeah, but your people might. They're clicking on it. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing works there. Now what I'm going to do, your people might be like, what in the hell? Dallas Holmes, doesn't she live in Seattle? What's going on there? Okay, so now let's look over here at how the whole lead digits work. So I'm in lead pages. I still use lead pages. I love it. It's the fastest, easiest thing. It's the one that I'm used to. And so you can see right here that if you text closer to 44222, which I've had 1,686 people do it, then they get my app. Now watch this, what happens here is here's what comes up. First thing that you get to do is you get to choose the number that you want. There's like several different options here. There's like 33444, 44222. There's several of those. Mine are locked in because I've already done all this. You get to choose your country, choose your lead digit, and then your word. Okay, and so here's the example on the right-hand side. Someone types in closer, and it says, click this link to download the baddest ass sales app on the planet. And so this is what I've written right here. And then I asked them, reply with your email, and I'll send you an ebook. And so once they reply with their email, it opts them into my AWeber list. Y'all digging this? It opts them into my AWeber list. And so this email and this phone number have gone into AWeber to where they're now long-term follow-up. But not everybody enters their email address, but everybody who sends this gets access to my app immediately. And I just used a little short link right here. Right, so when they hit this app, when they hit this short link that I created in Bitly, it takes them right there to where it's telling them to download my app on their mobile. And so what happens next is you come over here and you get to pick what you want to do. If you want to get a notification every time somebody opts in, if you want a lead sent straight to you, that's awesome. If you I wanted to add them to my AWeber list. So I just created the AWeber list, mobile opt-in. And if you look over here, wait for it. I have 1,096 subscribers, and I have a follow-up series with what, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So I've got a follow-up series with 51 emails going out to everybody who opts in and gives me their email address. First, they get the book free. And look at this. I've got 59, 40, 30%, 25%, 28%. These are pretty good open rates all the way through the process, 40%. 21%, 19. So it's a consistent open rate across the board. I've got all these emails going out. So, I mean, it's a complete funnel trying to sell people stuff, right? It's opt in, give you a free app. You get to operate in the app. I'm blowing your email up over here once every 3 days. See, it's not very often, once every 3 days. So this is, if you think about this, this is 52 emails every 3 days. That's almost a damn year's worth of follow-up. One and done. Now they're getting followed up with some good content for an entire year, so much that they're still opening this stuff at a pretty good rate throughout the entire process, and I can blast them with an email anytime that I want. And again, that's just because I tied them right here into Aweber. You pick who you want to use. It's got all the usual suspects, whoever you're plugged into with lead pages, whoever you've integrated with, and then you choose your email list. And it's a long ass follow-up series, right? And so someone opts into this thing, then they not only get the app, they get the follow-up. Plus I've got their information. My sales team can see if they're tapping on shit inside of my Cardtapp thing over here. So we can see who's active and who needs to get the most attention. Where's it at? It's not right there either. Anyway, and then also we can see who's opening up, because we can click on this right here and we can get the details and everything about that. So here's what I would urge it to do today, folks. Hit Dana up. Dana, I'm sure you got some kind of like special you can give people, whatever the case may be. And then from there, set the app up. I'll get back to you. Sorry, in a second. Is it from there? Set the app up and then tie it into your Aweber. Write a few follow-up sequences, and you got a complete funnel. That is a complete funnel. You don't have to create a lead page around it. You don't have to do anything else. You can get fancy with Snipply and stuff like I showed you. You can get as creative as you want, but you've got an app with inside of it calls to action and an email follow-up with the people who text opt into that app. That's a pretty fucking strong marketing platform. I'm telling you, we just saw in about a year, I've had the program for about a year now, and we've had 7,400 people opt in.
You've had it for less than a year.
Less than a year.
It's been like 10 months, I think.
I don't know how many people that is, but you know. So anything you want to add, Dana? Oh yeah, how can they get the cheap hookup? I know you got the hookup.
Yeah, so if you guys don't have an app and you want an app, we obviously have a code for Ryan to take the annual from $5.99 to $3.95. And so I think you have it. We could post it on Break Free Academy members. And again, as you guys know, I try to, I'm in sales. I don't usually do support, but I kind of feel very close to this group of people. So I have been doing support for you guys. So you do have me at your disposal as well. But the code is HC, it's lowercase, so hardcore, HC 395. And then of course you go to Cardtapp buy now prices. But again, you guys can call me. I can put my information on the Facebook group, because I'm not kicked out. And just kidding, Ryan. So I can put all my information on there. And you guys are welcome to message me with any questions and get you rolling. Literally in like 10 minutes.
Oh,
so, but I'll put it all up on the website or on Facebook.
Yeah, I think everybody in the tribe's got set up. So just drop it back there in the Break Free Academy members, and then we'll add this up to Break Free Academy Digital too, so Entourage can watch it later on in the future, but not like the live stuff like we do here. So I got to roll, everybody. Thanks for your time. Dana, thanks for hanging out with us and for sharing the app stuff with us. And hooking folks up with a discount. Get the app. I love the damn thing. Like, it's perfect. I have it on my phone. I believe that you should get it. Does that make me weird that I have my own app on my own phone and I'm wearing I'm like the guy in the band that wears his own t-shirt of the band, right? I'm that guy. So, all right, everybody, later.